The night before my senior year, my parents sat me down at the kitchen table, begging for my room. Mom wore that tight smile she uses before she detonates someone's day, and Dad stared at his hands. They said, "We need to talk about your sister." My stomach dropped because it was always about my sister. Emily, 24, charming, allergic to responsibility, had decided she wanted to restart her life and move back home. I asked what that had to do with me, and Mom said, "We told her she could have your room." I just stared. My room, the one I sleep in. Dad cleared his throat and said, "You can stay in the basement for a while. She needs a stable environment." I reminded them the basement didn't have heat, and before either of them could answer, Emily walked in and said, "You're young. You'll deal. I need a calm space to work on myself." Something in my chest went silent. I didn't argue. I didn't raise my voice. I just packed my things and left by morning. I couch hopped for a month while juggling school and a job, doing homework in break rooms and studying in parking lots. Eventually, I rented a cramped studio, barely bigger than a closet, but at least it was mine. I graduated early, landed an internship, and turned it into a real job while teaching myself graphic design at night. My first client paid me $2,000 for branding and a website, and that job spiraled into 3 more. By year 2, I had my own agency, 6 employees, a packed client list, and a life that felt like something I'd built with my bare hands. Meanwhile, Emily lasted 3 months in my old room before she gave up rebuilding herself and drifted out again. One night, my mom called from an unknown number and said, "Emily is struggling. We thought maybe you could hire her, even something small." Dad jumped in and added, "Family helps family. You're successful now." I stared out my office window and said, "You want me to create a job for her?" Mom said, "You owe your success to how we raised you." I told her, "I owe my success to leaving." 3 weeks later, all 3 of them showed up at my office, and my receptionist buzzed me saying, "Your family is here." I said to tell them I was unavailable. The next morning, Emily came alone. She pushed my door open and said, "I know I took advantage of you, but you're fine now and I'm not. I just need help."